Did Trump's own ally quietly betray him, funneling help to America's fiercest rival, even as Washington trusted Doha as one of its closest partners in the Gulf? Are long-hidden ties between Qatar and Iran now being exposed, revealing an 8-year web of cooperation that ran in parallel to U.S. sanctions and pressure campaigns? Did Trump's decision to quit the Iran nuclear deal back in 2018 end up costing him everything in the 2026 war, by driving Tehran straight into Doha's open arms? Did Qatar effectively help fuel the very Iranian missiles that later pounded U.S. assets, by sending dual-use materials that fed rocket fuel and drone factories? Has Qatar been playing a dangerous double game, hosting America's biggest base in the region, while quietly deepening its friendship with Iran behind the scenes? As Trump pushes his new Iran deal, one of Washington's closest allies is under fresh scrutiny for the depth of its long-running ties with Tehran. A foreign intelligence report alleges that Qatar has aided Iran economically and militarily for years, well beyond what many in Washington had assumed. Israeli media reports that this cooperation actually expanded after Trump walked out of the Iran nuclear deal in 2018, tightening Doha-Tehran links. The same report says that support continued even after Hamas's October 7 attacks on Israel, raising hard questions about timing and intent. According to the document, Qatar allegedly supplied materials that could be used for rocket fuel and drone manufacturing inside Iran. Hydrogen, aluminium, and specialized engine parts were listed among the dual-use items said to have gone to Iran, all of them vital for modern weapons lines. During this year's war, Iran fired missiles and drones across the region, including at Israel, giving new weight to any claims of upstream material support. Israeli media did not identify the origin or the author of the intelligence report, leaving viewers to weigh serious allegations against a veil of secrecy. The report says trade between Qatar and Iran surged after U.S. sanctions bit harder, pushing Tehran toward closer economic ties with Doha. Iranian energy exports to Qatar reportedly expanded as both sides strengthened cooperation, turning shared gas fields and routes into political leverage. In 2020, Ali Khamenei publicly urged Qatar to deepen economic relations, signaling that Tehran saw Doha as a strategic partner, not just a neighbor. Iran's state media later reported visits by the Qatari emir to Tehran, as high-level contacts and photo-op summits underscored the growing relationship. The intelligence report notes that Qatar still holds around $6 billion in frozen Iranian government funds, parked there under earlier arrangements. That same pot of money is now expected to be released under Trump's new agreement with Tehran, turning an old lifeline into a headline concession. The report warns that these funds could ultimately help Iran's regional proxies, rather than just support economic development at home. Iran and Qatar both deny funding terror, yet critics have for years accused them of offering political or financial backing to Hamas and other groups. It is worth remembering that the Biden administration blocked a similar unfreezing effort in 2024, citing security and political concerns. Qatar hosts a major U.S. airbase critical to American operations, even as it maintains close and carefully managed ties with Iran. Doha has acted as a mediator in U.S.-Iran talks, Israel, Hamas contacts, and wider regional negotiations for years, trading neutrality for influence. During this year's war, Iran even targeted Qatar's Ras Laffan gas facility with missiles, a reminder that friendship has not fully shielded Doha from Tehran's fire. So far, neither Qatar nor Iran has publicly responded to the report's allegations, leaving key questions hanging over who knew what, and when. Reports indicate that Iran, Arab nations, and Iraq could convene to discuss operational rules and practical arrangements for the Strait of Hormuz, focusing on how shipping and security will be handled going forward. These talks may also feature Iranian proposals for future fees or charges related to Hormuz transit, an issue that directly affects global shipping companies and energy markets. The developments were described by a regional diplomat, as reported by Reuters on June 24, framing the initiative as a parallel track to U.S.-Iran negotiations. Crucially, these regional talks are separate from U.S.-Iran peace discussions and from existing arrangements to clear mines from Hormuz, indicating multiple overlapping negotiation tracks around the strait. Iranian proposals for charges could be linked to environmental protection, navigational services, and security provisions, allowing Tehran to justify fees as public goods measures rather than pure tolls. Arab states, however, are widely expected to oppose new transit fees, arguing that ships should be able to pass through the international strait without additional financial burdens. On June 24, Qatar's Prime Minister reportedly visited Oman to start building consensus, using Muscat's traditional mediator role to kick off the process of regional coordination on Hormuz. In parallel, separate regional reconciliation talks between Iran and Arab states are said to be in planning for Riyadh, underlining Saudi Arabia's effort to shape a post-war regional order.
$25 करोड़ गरीब गरीबी को परास्त करके बाहर निकले।
For the good of our nation, let's work together and let's truly make America great again.
The fastest news breaks.
Requested PM saying that look, you will have to speak to Putin and to Zelensky.
The biggest news makers.
The relationship with India is probably the most important bilateral relationship the U.S. will have for the rest of this century.
The capital delivered quite an election result today.
Expert analysis.
The million-dollar question today is how to stop this dance of death.
Ground reports.
I'm standing at the crossroad of the Kumbh Mela. Behind me are more than 100 entry ghats.
Long-form interviews.
Exclusionary politics is reflected in Manipur case as well. You don't bother because this is a small state.
Deep dive into burning issues.
It's often said DRC could be the richest country in the whole world. It's because of what sits underneath.
Why exactly did the US topple the Sheikh Hasina government?
HD videos. We don't just break news, we break it down.